Hello, so in today's book review video I'm going to be talking about Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. This book I was excited to read because obviously there is a werewolf on the front cover, and as I've said in previous videos, when I'm reading like creature kind of horror books or monster horror books, werewolves are one of my favourites to read. I don't know why, they've just always been one of my favourite horror creatures, whether it's in film or in books. So when I saw this cover, this was a book I received from the Balmoral Book Club, I was really excited. I was like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna like this one. And then I ended up reading Black Sheep first, which is another story by this author, and I did enjoy that one somewhat. So after reading that, I was like, I really need to get onto Such Sharp Teeth, because it's been on my TBR for a little while, and I'm glad I did. It was a pretty fast-paced read for me. I read it in 2 sittings and I enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I expected. I would say this is a good werewolf book for people who don't like extreme horror, like they're not looking to be super afraid. Because this story basically follows this girl, and she's moving back to her hometown to help out her sister, who is pregnant. So her sister was struggling a little bit with her pregnancy, and she's asked her sister to come back and help her, and she agreed. And whilst she's back with her sister in her hometown, obviously things don't go quite to plan, and she ends up being bitten by a werewolf. And this happens very early on, within like the first chapter of the book. And yeah, it basically, from that point on, to me this felt like less of a horror and more of, I don't know, like getting to know yourself and family drama kind of a thing. I was going to say more like a coming of age story, but she's an adult in this book, so not really, but it's more about sorting out her family issues. And the horror in this, I would say, is less creature scary horror and more kind of like gross body horror. Like there's some really gross moments, obviously, when she's learning to transform, and yeah, just descriptions of her transformation and things she does when she's transformed. And yeah, it's kind of about her coping with the changes in that. She's not like a character that's like, oh, woe is me, damsel in distress kind of character. She's more a character of like, okay, this has happened to me, I'm just going to have to deal with my shit and move on kind of thing. And I actually quite like that. I liked her as a character. She did kind of come across as a bit of an asshole in some places. I wouldn't say she's particularly, I don't know, like a super empathetic character. Yeah, she's very much someone who's like independent, I can do this on my own kind of a thing, don't need help from other people. And it's very much a relationship, but the book is, the story basically is very much a relationship between the dynamic between her and her sister, and them kind of like figuring their family shit out and stuff like that. Whereas less about the werewolf storyline was just kind of like there to put a bit of horror in the book, which I did enjoy the werewolf stuff. But yeah, it kind of centered around more her relationships with the other people in her life, so her sister, her mother, and potential somebody she's kind of dating, and how she's figuring all of that out whilst also learning how to be a werewolf. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a super gruesome werewolf story. If you just want a bit of family drama with a bit of werewolf on the side, then I would say give this one a go. Like I said, it was entertaining, I did enjoy it. I would probably give it a 4-star. I would have liked a little bit more of the werewolf horror aspects in this, but yeah, overall I enjoyed it. If you are somebody who doesn't like extreme horror but just likes the werewolf aspect, then you might want to give this a go. If you're looking for something more I don't know, more like hardcore kind of werewolf horror, then this probably wouldn't be the book for you. I feel like you might find it a little bit maybe angsty, I guess. But overall for me, not bad. I would say, yeah, I would give it a 4 out of 5, and I'm glad that I read it. I'd be interested to read more by this author because I liked her other book, Black Sheep, as well, which I think I've done a review on. If not, I need to post that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. And leave your thoughts and comments in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye guys.